Is administrate a valid English verb? What's the difference between it and administer? We had an interesting discussion yesterday about the use of administer and administrate. I feel that there is a case for both usages. Sometimes you might administer something, and other times you might administrate something, but I couldn't convince my fellow co-worker who thought that administrate was some kind of neo-abomination. This was mainly because I couldn't cite a convincing example. So then, is administrate an acceptable verb, and what usages exist that differentiate it from administer?
Administrate appears to have a history going back almost 400 years, rather to my surprise, and is an exact synonym for administer.
Off the top of my head, the only thing that springs to mind is that administer is maybe more common in the sense of give out. So if you want to avoid connotation with that meaning, administrate could serve this purpose, though you could also manage, organize, steer. Just possibly administrate suggests more closer being an administrator in the sense of it being one's job title/function, as opposed to just administering something on an ad hoc basis. So apart from that, it may just depend on whether you like the sound of verbs ending in "ate".
The node reports that administrate is a less common term for administer, when it is used to mean manage and be responsible for the running of a business, organization, etc. Administrate has been first used in the 6th–10th century, and it derives from the Latin administrat, administrated, from the verb administrare. Administer has been first used in Middle English, and it derives from the Old French word that comes from the Latin administrare.
The word administrate is indeed listed in Merriam-Webster as a verb. However, I would use administer, which is the more common usual word. In the business world, administrate often has the connotation of work handled by a secretary, not a professional.
If you are subscribed to the channel, please consider looking at subscribing.